Holy, that dude was fucking so quiet. Whose toes are those? Get ratted! Yeah, get fucking ratted, dude. Look at that. He's just like, what? Who just killed that guy? Who just killed that guy? He probably didn't even know that guy was there. What is up, my foreskin fellas? I welcome you back to another video. This video is going to be my rat's guide to Lighthouse. Quick disclaimer before we get into it. This is not meant to like encourage the ratting playstyle. I don't care what you do, you play the game how you want. This is supposed to just give knowledge to everyone so the chads know where the rats are hiding and the rats know where to hide. With that out of the way, welcome back to another video. My name is Spectrum, aka Dum Dum, aka Fuckface, aka whatever the fuck you want to call me, I don't care. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I really appreciate you giving me your time of day. If you're not new here, welcome back. Kisses, high five, you're cool, I guess. You get gamer points in my eyes. One more thing before we get into the video. You guys have been killing it with the likes. I really appreciate the support. So if we can try to hit 50 likes on this video again, get me up there in the algorithm so people actually see this, I'd really appreciate it. And I do stream every day on Twitch. The link will be in the description down below. So if you want to come see me make these videos live and or be part of the conversation, you're welcome to show up, drop a follow. I really appreciate that too. Have a good day, guys. Enjoy the video. So the first location we're going to be going over is the chalet, the chalet, it's basically the first point of interest from the south side of the map. There's like the helicopter, but who cares about the helicopter? There's nothing there. There's actually like one rare spawn, but that's about it. You can jump up onto this wall here, and then you can jump up onto this shelf. Not shelf, it's like a shed. There's a safe in here, and you can sit up here. You can watch from here all the way down the main stairs. You can watch down the road, and you can even see if people are coming up from the cottages is what I call them, the blue buildings down there. You can't get on the roof. There's an invisible wall. It's kind of annoying. I've tried before. It doesn't work. Nikita hates fun. The next spot is actually in the garage here. There's plenty of spots actually. You can sit right here and watch the back door. You can also watch the front entrance from here as well. Not super well, but you can. It's right there. But what I like to do is come sit on top of this box right here, and that way you can see people when they run in the front and go to loot the safe. You can see people when they come out this door. They will be looking this way, so make sure you're ready for them. And you can see people when they walk in the back gate there, and they will not be looking in here, so you can just pick them off. So there's not actually a ton of spots to rat in the chalet. If you want to, you can come sit in here and look out towards the rocks. People like to snipe from there. But another great spot is if you sit right in here, or right up here closer, you wait for someone to make a splash sound in the water. There's two rare spawns on this dead body, one there and one there, and you have to go down and make that splash sound in order to actually get them. So you can sit here, and as soon as somebody splashes, you can just peek out and kill them. And also, there's another spot right up here. You can jump on top of this blue barrel, and you have a perfect way to overwatch this entire side of the map. Nobody really looks over here when you just have to shoot out the window. Okay, we've now moved on down further north on the map to the cottages. This is the small building, the smaller version or smaller building of the two. You can run up these stairs, and you can just jump up here on this railing. And not everybody that comes to this location to loot will come in here, but there is a rare spawn in this room and a rare spawn at the end of that hallway, so you might catch someone if you're just sitting here. The next spot is in the main building. This is like the I guess the living room of the main building. Here's the front entrance with the big awning. You walk in here, go up these stairs, sprint into this railing, and jump out onto these things. And then you can crouch. You can overwatch some of the main road from here. You can see the rock that all the dum-dums like to go sit at to die. Okay, so I just discovered you can get on top of the trampoline. I don't know how useful this information is, but I doubt that anyone will figure out how to loot you if you can actually get up here. You don't have great sight lines. You could watch the tree from there. You could watch the crossing all throughout the back of the map there. And I guess you could also watch people rotating out of the cottage towards the rogue camp. The way you get up is you run along this rock, jump onto there, and then you jump again. You basically have to spam it and hope the game lets you fucking input the key you want to. Sometimes it just doesn't because Nikita hates, I don't know, Nikita just hates allowing the players to move freely in the video game. Yeah, and then you just jump up here, boom, you're up, and you're a winner. You can also get on top of this little shed. That's the cottage. There's the trampoline right there. All you have to do is jump onto this box truck, and then you can jump straight onto the roof. I tried to get onto that roof. There's an invisible wall. I tried to jump on top of there and then over. You can't. Nikita, oh, I fell down. We are moving on to the village now. This is where the cottage, or the, what is the hillside house right there? That's it. That's that key. You can jump onto this fence, run it down, jump over onto this shed, and then you can jump onto the roof here of this shed, and you can watch people crossing the road there. Just be careful because the people behind you do have the high ground, and more often than not they will look down here before they just like sprint brainlessly into the void. All right, there's the shed I was just on right there. You can jump onto this rock here and into this tree, and then you might actually have the advantage on people that are peeking over because they're not going to see you right away. This next spot is over at the tech house. You can jump onto this fence at the corner, walk over here, jump sideways onto this gazebo, and you can jump over onto this area here, and you can look into the main building. And this is the room with all the tech goodies in it, so you can see right through here. There's a bunch of tech spawns on this desk right there. Another spot I just found, same house, there's the tech building. Jump onto this car, onto the door, onto the shed, and then run jump into this tree. And you can just sit here, also watch the hill. You could probably do it with these other trees as well. You can also get on top of this roof at the very end. The extract is right down there. That's path to shoreline. You can get up here by jumping onto that fence, then that fence, and then onto the awning, and then you're on the roof. You also could probably get over to the shed and that blue thing from here. Yep, you can get onto the shed. You can even walk across onto the tiny, like, wood storage shed. Okay, you can get on this other building at the very end. That's the last building we were on. You can get on here from that wood pile, this wood shed, and then you jump off the corner onto this roof, and you can just stand in this, like, chimney smokestack here, and this is where people will be rotating down from the cottages. Next spot is on this rock that looks over the old village and this whole rocky area by the extract over there. You can walk all the way along up there, and up that path there. So you just jump up from here, and you can crouch right here, and you can see this road here. You can see most of Sunken, you can see all that. And you could also come over here and look down the main road, as long as you don't fall down. Actually, right here might be a good spot. In between these trees, you just kind of like peek in between them. You can watch up top as well. Alright, the next spot is the far house in Sunken. There's that path we were looking at before, and there's the entire back side of the map. Extract's back there. You can jump from there onto the shed, onto the roof of this building. And then you can look all the way down the main road. And you can look on the, if you come over here, you can look on the hill that people peek over from the cottages. Same story with this next house. That was the one we were just on. You can jump onto there, onto this drying rack, and then side jump onto the roof of this building. Then you can come over here. And most of the time I don't see people over here. It's only early in the raid that you see people there. So you can just come crouch up here. Anyone that comes to loot Sunken, there's a rare spawn right over there you can watch. There's rare spawns in this house, and in the house you're standing on. And some people come here, not a lot of people, so I'm probably not going to show too many spots here. There's a lot that you can get into, like you can get on top of that rock, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so this rock is the one closest to the normal village. You can jump up here. You can wiggle your way up onto that little ledge. Or you could just jump over here. Up there. Up here. And then you can sit on either one of these ledges. I wouldn't recommend sitting on top because then you're exposed from all angles at all times, but you sit up here, you can watch the bridge, and you can watch the new village, and you can watch the peek overs from cottage rotates. Or you could sit here and watch this side of the map. This next spot is directly across from that other rock right there. This is the only way that I know of to get up here. You can wiggle your way up like that. And unless you have a boost, there's no other way to get up to this rock. And a lot of people don't know that you can even get up here. So you can come sit up here, pick a nice little cubby to sit in, watch the bridge. Come over here, watch the back of the map. You can just move along this whole rock, and if you die, you might not even get looted because a lot of people don't know you can get up here. This next spot is on the island in between the two rivers right in front of the rogue camp. You can walk up this ledge here. You can get on top of this rock. And you can snipe people on the main bridge, on the road in front of the camp. And you can actually see all of the rogues from here too. But you will get shot by them, I think. If you're a bear, you'll definitely get shot. You'd probably have to take out this one on the corner here first, the one on that gun, because I think that gun can shoot you. The next spot is in this shed right here at the very front entrance of the rogue camp on the right-hand side. You can look out these windows and kill people that are crossing the bridge right before they get behind this truck. Next spot at the rogue camp is this big rock. If you get an early spawn, like you can spawn right back there and run along these rocks. Get up on this spot here. And I usually sit right down here. I'll lay down right here, back up a little bit. I've gotten plenty of shooter-borne kills along this road because people will run in and they'll stop up here to try to take out the rogues at the front and the rogues at the warehouses, so they just stand still, and if you get here early enough, you can get free shots on them for shooter-borne. Another spot you can get to, this is in the building on the far right-hand side of the rogue camp when you're looking from the front. You can jump on this railing and then jump from the boxes to this railing over to this pipe, and you can look at the main entrance here, and you can look at the back entrance and anyone coming along through this building. I've never seen anyone sit up here, and I just figured out you could get up here. You can't move further along the pipe because there's an invisible wall above this thing because reasons. The next spot is on top of the building we were just inside. You can be spotted from all the way over here. I thought about laying on top of that thing, but it's wall bangable and you can be seen from over here, so I figured just come over to these boxes, crouch behind them so you can't be seen from those back angles, and then you can watch all the way down this road. You can watch this roof, you can watch the other roof, you can watch the entirety of the middle of the camp, and it's a pretty good spot. I'd just be worried about, I guess you could hear people if they came behind you as well, and then you can just stand up and shoot them in this courtyard. Okay, next spot. Next spot is in the very back building. You can jump onto these gas cylinders, and then onto this, I don't know what it is, and then you can jump across onto this red little building here. And you can sit up here, lay down, and watch the front entrance if you want to. You can stand up and look down there, but they'll hear you, so I'd recommend probably just staying crouched so you can watch that door and this back area. You can also jump across onto these pipes. I don't know if this is useful at all, but you can sit here if you want to. And you can jump up here onto this pipe, which would probably be actually a better spot. The next spot is on top of this tent on the main building. You can see every single rogue from here. There's one that sits on that gun, one that sits on that gun. There's one that sits right there on that gun, and the AGS sits right there. There's also the rogue that sits right on that gun behind that tarp. And you can see the entirety of the middle here. You can see the rocks that people like to snipe from. I don't know if I'd sit up here for a super long time because you are quite exposed from like literally everywhere. Everyone can see you at any given moment from here. But if you're quicker than them, you'll see them first. You can also see the train and the funky spot back there. Scavs will probably aggro and shoot at you from back here, so be wary of that as well. I just found this out by accident. You can drop down onto this awning here. If you crouch, you can wiggle your way down and get in that window. I'll just cut to when I actually do it. Yeah, you can sit right here in this window and you can see the same stuff. It's just like an off angle. You could use this to drop down if you hear people underneath you. You can see the entire building if you drop down through this window. And then you can just drop down onto this shed as well, which is the same shed that you can get to from those cylinders, this, and then up here. The next spot in the rogue camp, this is building 1. It's the building on the left-hand side. If you're looking from the front, you can jump up onto this shed. Probably want to do it from up here so you don't get pushed off by the pole. And then you can jump up here, lay down, and look towards the front area. After people kill these rogues, they usually run along this wall right here to get into the compound. Another spot you can get to is on top of building 1. This is a camo net. You can just lay down here. Once again, you can see all these mountains across the way. Rogue right there. Rogue right there. Rogue right there. And a rogue right there. And on the roof of this building, I just had an idea to drop down through these windows right here. I want to shoot them out first. So just shoot out those windows, and then in theory, you should be able to drop down just like the other windows and then get into those windows and look in the building. I've never done it before, but it should work. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh no, that has no clipping. Okay, so stay in the window. Don't try to stand on the garage door, it doesn't have collision for some reason. Nikita in his infinite wisdom didn't think that needed collision, because why would anyone try to get up there? Alright, we are now moving on to behind the rogue camp in the, I guess, shipping yard, the train area. You can jump on top of the box truck and then get on top of this little awning tarp thing here. You could lay down and watch this entire main road and the back courtyard of this building. This next spot here is on top of this big old pile of sea cans here. How you get up to it is first you jump onto those boxes and then get on top of this can, the red one, jump across onto the orange one, and from the orange one you run to this corner right here and jump, and then you'll land over here. You have to jump like kind of into the wall or into this sea can and let yourself slide around, and then from here you run all the way around, get onto this red one right below you, and then come back here and jump in between them, and then you sprint up into this corner and just spam your jump key and you'll slide up onto this green one, and then you can come up here and you can lay down and you can see all this stuff. And I doubt that anyone will loot you if you die up here. There's no fucking way that they can figure that out unless they've seen this video. You can also get on top of these sea cans in the corner here. You just jump up onto this platform over here, and from here you can see down the main road here and at the back door of the building 3, and you can kind of see this door here, but I'd think that spot in the middle there, that's probably the best bet for back here. You can also get up on top of this shelf in the warehouse. You just climb up here and then crouch jump into it. Alright, the next location that we're going to be moving on to is called the Southern Road location. It's where the extract is. The only real action you're going to get here is from high-level players that are leaving after looting this island here or doing a Lightkeeper task. So, very hit or miss, but you can come up here and just lay up on this rock. And you're not visible from like really any of the road, maybe down there, which is a common spawn area. You can also get people off of spawn if you come here. There's some spawns along this coast and down there, and sometimes people loot this, but hardly ever. The next spot by Southern Road, that's the extract back there, is up on this hill. If you get a spawn down there, or down there, run up here immediately. You can run up along this mountain. Be careful though, if somebody knows, or if somebody's smart and they look up here, play Lighthouse often, they'll be looking up here off of their spawn, because a lot of people come do this. They'll come sit up here and immediately look over this area off of spawn, because there's many spawns in this area and they can get shooter-borne kills for free here. The spot is at the actual Southern Road extract. If you get a terrible spawn and spawn back here, I'd say just fucking sit here the entire raid. Just look over here. Be careful of up top, because people can see you from there and you can't look high enough to kill them. Be mindful of that. And then there's one last spot. If you're really just trying to play AFK Tarkov, come crouch behind this pile of rubble with like a keter or something, and no one ever checks back here. Just shoot them when they go to extract. And that's it for Lighthouse. I'm not going to show any of the bushes or trees, just because like any bush or any tree can be a rat spot. You guys have eyes if you're playing this game and watching this video. You don't need me to tell you that there's bushes you can sit in. And I'm not going to show the lighthouse because nobody goes there and you can't kill people there anyway. You can get all the way up on top of the lighthouse with a really big gun and snipe the like entire half of the map. But once again, not sure if that's really worth it. So I'd say just use the spots I show in this video, and if you're really trying to play AFK Tarkov, just sit here, look at the toes with a keter. That is every spot on Lighthouse that I know of, or every useful spot really. I mean, there's a million more, but they're not really in high traffic areas. These are just like the most notable ones, the ones that will net you the most loot in the least amount of time. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm gonna do another poll on my YouTube on what map I should do next. It's going to be between streets, shoreline, and factory, so stay tuned for that one. And thank you guys for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. I hope you rat your little hearts out and or kill some rats that are hiding in these spots. And have a great day. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys on the Flipperino.